7 o'clock in Gardner, Kansas. Sorry, 7 o'clock in Gardner, Kansas. Please rise. Join me for the pledge of allegiance.
First meeting.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry about that. I guess everyone's awake now. So, good evening, everyone. We're excited to have. We have the Boy Scouts with us tonight. With which troop is it?
3088.
3088. Welcome. We're excited to have you here. We had a really tough question and answer session earlier, so
We're sweating bullets.
we're sweating. Yes, we're warmed up and ready to go now. Okay, we have a couple presentations, and I'm going to come up front there. We have Constitution Week and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, whereas September 17th, 2023 marks the 236th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Todd Winters, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the week of September 7th through the 23rd, 2021 to be designated Constitution Week, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals of the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us this guardian of our liberties, remembering that lost rights may never be regained. Thank you.
You can just leave it there with my station.
Tori, did you want to come down for this next one here? Whereas, while considerable progress has been made in the fight against breast cancer, it remains the most commonly diagnosed cancer and the second leading cause of death among women in the United States. Whereas each year it's estimated that more than 280,000 women, more than 2,650 men in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer, and more than 43,000 will die as a result of this disease. And whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a platform for educating women about the importance of early detection of breast cancer, mammography, and other methods. And whereas through research and advocacy, significant advances have been made in the fight against breast cancer, including significant decreases in mortality. And whereas this October, we recognize breast cancer survivors, those battling the disease, their families and friends for a tireless source of love and encouragement, and applaud the efforts of our medical professionals and researchers working to find a cure for this deadly disease. Now therefore be resolved that I, Todd Winters, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the month of October 23 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the City of Gardner, and ask the citizens of this community to unite to prevent breast cancer deaths through increased education and regular screening. And Victoria, I think.
Sure. Usually it's an honor to be up here, but I'm a survivor of breast cancer, 4 years now this December. Early detection is key, so I think proclamations like this are great because it gets the word out, because everybody needs to get screened, and if you catch it early, you can be a survivor and move on with your life. So this is good awareness for everyone. So thank you very much. Thanks for the City of Gardner. Thanks.
Okay, we have no public hearings this evening. We'll move right to public comments. Members of of the public are welcome to use this time to make comments about city matters or items on the agenda that are not part of a public hearing. If you wish to come forward, please limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. There is a 5-minute time clock to your left. No profanity, no personal attacks. With that being said, come forward, state your name and address for the record, and the podium is now open. Boy Scouts want to come say anything? If Rich were here, he'd make everyone come up.
I know,
Say
Rich.
something.
he would.
Yeah. Did you want to say anything?
You come on up.
What are you pointing at me for?
No, okay. All right, with no one coming forward, we'll move to consent agenda. Is there an item on the consent agenda I'd like to be removed? Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Shoot, second Deaton. We approve the consent agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Consent agenda passes. No planning and zoning consent, no committee recommendations, no old business. We will move right to new business. New business item number 1, consider accepting a voluntary annexation with landowner consent. Mr.
Good
Pruitt.
evening. This is a pretty straightforward annexation request. This property is to the west of the airport and to the southwest of St. John's Trace. It's consistent with council policy on annexations. The agreement has no additions or amendments to our standard agreement. Recommend accepting the voluntary consent annexation agreement for the property owners identified and adopt ordinance 2780.
Okay, thank you. Is there any public comment on new business item number 1? Council, questions, comments?
Glad to see our city getting bigger.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Deaton, second Shoot. We accept the voluntary consent annexation agreement from the property owners identified within and adopt ordinance number 2780, an ordinance annexing land into the city of Gardner, Kansas. City Clerk?
Councilmember Shute,
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin,
Yes.
Councilmember Ween,
Yes.
Councilmember Deaton,
Yes.
Councilmember Roberts,
Yes.
Ordinance number 2780 passes. New business item number 2. Consider appointing Renee Rich as Deputy City Clerk for the City of Gardner and administer the oath of office. It says Mayor, am I supposed to?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe I'm not sure if it's technically a requirement, but it is good policy to have a deputy city clerk. And Renee has been chosen for that position. And I think she would do a fantastic job. Is there any public comment for new business item number 2? Council, do you have any questions about this point?
Sharon, you going on vacation?
But she can if this. All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Deaton, second Baldwin. We appoint Renee Rich as City of Gardner Deputy City Clerk effective October 2nd, 2023, and direct the city clerk to administer the oath of office. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? Congratulations.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Renee Rich,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas
and faithfully discharge the duties
and faithfully discharge the duties
as the Deputy City Clerk
as the Deputy City Clerk
for the City of Gardner, Kansas.
for the City of Gardner, Kansas.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Welcome, Renee.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, that concludes regular business. We'll go to council updates. We'll start with Gons, in the corner over there.
Yes, during the last KMEA meeting, they do a gas projection for the next 6 to 9 months, including the winter. So the average price of gas for the summer is been around $2 or less than $2. They expect the gas to go up to maybe $5 during the winter months. Last year, we got as high as 6 during December, and it was projected to be close to 8. So hopefully, it'll be below 5. That's all I have.
Thank you, Gons. Jason, Parks and Rec.
Update on Veterans Inclusive Playground. We did some stump removals today, and also started the installation of the black fencing. So that should be done hopefully tomorrow, and there'll be some grading, seeding, stuff like that. So very close.
Excellent. Yes, Mark. Yep.
I know that Trail Ridge is looking to use the park on Thursday?
This week.
This week. Wednesday or Thursday. They just need to know whether or not they need to call that off.
Thank you.
Dave Nopick, Community Development.
Nothing for you tonight.
Kellen Headley, Public Works.
Primary work is done on US 56. There will be minor work that'll continue. They've got some warranties on grass and things like that that they'll have to maintain, but it's open for regular traffic.
It does look really
It
nice.
does.
It's very
Even better, it drives really nice.
Yes, yes.
No
Speeding
potholes.
tickets should go up.
Other than that, nothing further.
great. Thank you. Captain Hayes?
All we have is, we had 2 officers graduate last week from the regional academy, so they started or resumed their field training, so they're excited about that. And we had another officer start regional academy today, so they're coming along.
City Clerk? Sharon?
Nothing for you tonight, thank you.
City Attorney?
Nothing from me.
City Administrator?
So I'm sure you've heard no air show next year. We did have a recap meeting with the air show organizers. I don't remember the exact number, but attendance was way down. It's gone down every year over the last 3 years. Talked about a number of issues that they had, especially with water. The intent was to have more water stations, but they couldn't get the connection to the fire hydrant to work to minimize flow, and there's just a myriad of problems that contributed to that. They indicated that we should know in November or December whether they're coming in 25. Likely wouldn't be considered strongly until 26, but I'll let you know if I hear something. Yeah, that's all.
So potentially 2 years.
Yeah, and there's a lot of places that are on a 2 or 3 year rotation. So the teams kind of pick where they go, and they have a number of free shows at military bases. So they prioritize those. So it's just a matter of, they're going to St. Joe next year. They're going to Wichita the year after. And there's only one paid show, I believe, next year. It's in St. Louis. So we're not out of the running completely for future shows.
So my understanding is that the Thunderbirds said they were not coming next year, and that kind of put the kibosh on next year's show. A little concerned about the money that we just put in for sponsorship. It was supposed to be for a 3-year agreement. And
Well, no, that wasn't part of it.
it was not? Okay, I thought it was for 3 years.
And I will have, I believe at the next meeting, have the any numbers that the chamber came up with for economic impact.
Good, appreciate that. Thanks.
Councilmember D.
Have a couple of things. We have a CPAC, the Citizens Police Advisory Committee meeting. We have changed it to Tuesday at 6 p.m. So that'll be October 10th at 6 p.m. at the Justice Center. And then, Kellen, I have a question. Coming from 167th going south on White, the Greenway crossing there, it's unmarked. And like when you're coming south, there's 2 fences, which are really set back, but it's kind of hard to see. And I've seen in other neighborhoods where they put markings on the street or a sign that says
Yeah, certainly.
And that was it.
Councilmember Ween?
Nothing for me tonight.
Councilmember Roberts?
Well, yes. Jason and Parks and Rec, I like that the pickleball courts are all marked. I went out there, I got pickleball paddles, and I kind of tried to play. I'm gonna have to take lessons, but I think it's a good move. Thank you very much.
Council Vice President?
I've got nothing. I was on cruise control last time, so.
Council President?
Nothing.
I don't think I have anything either, so. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?